Imagine the year 1975. The oil crisis had just thrown the global auto industry into turmoil, forcing engineers to tighten their belts and downsize engines to save fuel. The world was switching to small displacement cars. And what were they doing in Stuttgart at that very moment? In Stuttgart, they took an S-Class executive sedan, ripped out the standard engine, and plopped a monstrous V8 with a displacement of 6 9/10 liters under the hood. This wasn't just any car. It was the Mercedes-Benz 450 SEL, a car that didn't give a damn about economic crises, the laws of physics, or the status quo. Today we'll revisit why this behemoth, weighing nearly 2 metric tons, still makes car enthusiasts' hearts skip a beat. Let's start with the most important part. What was beating under its hood? Mercedes engineers took the racing engine from the legendary AMG race car as their basis, bored it out, and ended up with a naturally aspirated 6.9-liter V8. No turbochargers, just pure, primal displacement. The result, 286 horsepower and a monumental 550 newton-meters of torque. For production sedan back then, those were out-of-this-world figures. This car accelerated to 100 faster than many sports cars of the time, in just over 7 seconds. Its top speed was nearly 225 kilometers per hour. On the autobahn, it felt like the absolute master of the road. But the suspension was even more impressive. Instead of the usual springs, it featured a dry sump hydropneumatic system developed jointly with Citroën, but perfected by the Germans to absolute perfection. The car didn't roll at all. It didn't drive, it glided, smoothing out any bumps in the asphalt as if the road beneath its wheels weren't a rough highway, but a perfect autobahn. Inside, you're greeted by the atmosphere of 1970s opulent luxury. No digital frills, just expensive leather-scented trim, deep seats where you could stretch out your legs, and real wood. It was an office on wheels. It's no surprise that this Mercedes quickly became a favorite among the powerful. It was driven by ministers, chancellors, rock stars, and, let's just say, people with very specific lines of work in the criminal underworld on both sides of the ocean. In Germany, this car was adored by high-ranking officials and the police for high-speed pursuits, while in the States, it became a symbol of ultimate success. Fun fact, it didn't even have 6.9 badges on the exterior, aside from a modest inscription on the trunk lid. Why draw unnecessary attention? It was purely for those in the know, a wolf in sheep's clothing of the highest order. Journalists of the time were stunned. When a famous American magazine car and driver put this sedan through its paces, they wrote the legendary line, "This is the greatest car money can buy." Picture this. A massive, heavy luxury sedan with the comfort of a limousine leans into corners so aggressively that sports coupe drivers nervously smoke on the sidelines. It was rock-solid reliability multiplied by the engineering genius of the Stuttgart engineers. The Mercedes-Benz 450 SEL 6.9 is a monument to an era when engineers could still do whatever they wanted, without having to worry about marketers or environmental regulations. Today, finding a surviving example is a stroke of immense luck and a worthwhile investment for true connoisseurs. What do you think of this particular car? Has it written its name in gold in the history of the S-Class? Be sure to leave a comment, give this video a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.